Hey y'all, it's Israel and welcome to Israel's World. And today, y'all, I'm gonna be doing like a motivational video. And the topic I'm gonna be covering on is how to deal with anger. So let me get into it. There comes a time where we're all gonna get angry about something because we're all living in this flesh, this body, and this body is full of emotions and back and forth. We got mind, heart, conscious, and emotion and memory. So all them battle with each other a lot because the mind will tell you do something, and then your heart will tell you do another thing, and your mind telling you do this other thing, and emotions telling you to do this thing, and the conscience telling you do this other thing. So it's a constant battle between yourself. So it's like I said, there's gonna come to a point where we're all gonna get angry about something. It's just how you handle it and how you perceive it and how you deal with it. So, just for example, you get fired from your job. Your boss decides to fire you from your job. And you're like, man, I worked so hard. So hard. I worked so hard. I worked in a 9 to 5 working for this other man that barely appreciated. And I'd be like, man, I'm so mad. I break my back to do the job for him. And look what he does. He fires me. Man. Man. And you want to punch the wall. But you also got to find a sense. So you also got to find a relief to that. Because, and what I mean by relief is like, you either pray about it, if you have a problem and if you're angry towards a certain individual, you talk to them about it, y'all put y'all differences to, y'all talk about y'all differences and handle it. Because one thing about anger, it builds up. It builds up. And especially when you know something is bothering you and you let it bother you to the fact that you're ready to explode. When you had the opportunities over and over and over again to say something, and don't let that happen. Because one thing anger can do, it could get the best of you. It could cause you to do a lot of things that you wouldn't do if you were yourself. And if you let the anger get to that point where it caused you to do something, whether it's harm another individual, whether it's harming another individual bars violence, whether it's calling them out their name or doing all this stuff that's unnecessary and cause you do all this stuff, you have to do something about it. Really. I mean, so anyway, there's a lot of things, a lot of stuff you can help, you know, and you have, there's so many things you can do. Like, it's okay to get angry, but like I'm saying, it just depends. It just depends how you handle that anger. I mean, somebody's going to do something to make you angry, make you mad. That's just a part of life. Not one person in your life had made you unhappy or mad or sad or angry. And a part of your life. Not one person in your life has made you mad at all. And if you say that, you're lying. Because somebody's going to make you mad. Even the people you're close to, either your family or your friends, you're going to get mad at them at some point. Or disagree with them at some point. So, so it's best that you keep your anger to the point where you can control it. Because even I got angry at one point, especially after my dad passed away. I got angry. And some of the time I held it in. I didn't let nobody know about it. I just let it build up until I couldn't anymore. Until I couldn't anymore. And losing my father, that was one part of my life that I hated. And I never thought I would go through that. I never thought it. I never thought I would have to go through something like that. I mean, I know at the time he was sick and he had stage 4 lung cancer. And a lot of people expect you to pass away with that. But it doesn't matter how people, because the doctors can say that you have stage 4 lung cancer and you only got this amount of time this much amount of time left. But they're not God. So how can they put that on you when they're not in control of your life? They're not the ones that created you. They're not the ones that put you on this earth. They're not the ones that put the soul in your body. They're just people like you. So how can they really put that on you? And so because in some cases people was given this such amount of time to live and they outlive that much time that they gave them. They outlive the amount of time that they was gave because they had a particular illness. So yeah. So nobody can really say that you're gonna die because in this amount of time. And sometimes it worked like that, but sometimes it don't. It just depends on the person. Because you gotta realize nobody's gonna go anywhere until the Most High takes off on that person's life. Because he's the one that gave you life. And he's also the one that could take your life. Nobody else can take anybody's life. Unless they're a murderer or somebody. But the only person that's in charge of that is really the Most High. Because he's the one that gave you the life and soul that's inside of your body, inside of this body. And he's also the one that can take it away. So regardless, the Most High is in control of that. So back to what I was saying, I just never thought I never thought I would have to face something like that in my life. I never thought that. And at times, and it is better in a way, but I still feel the same way about it. Even though it is going to get better, it is getting better to a certain degree, but it still hurts like heck. And that's the first death I ever had to experience. I never experienced death before like that. I never experienced losing a loved one like that. So my father was actually the first one I ever had to deal with like that. So my father's death just made me look at things differently after it happened. So anyway, I'm just gonna say that there's many ways you could deal with anger. Because if you don't deal with it, you could take it out on somebody else or something else or whatever the case may be. Just find a way to control your anger because there's many ways. It's okay to get angry, but it's not okay to get angry when it causes you to do something that you'll regret. So with that, I'll say I hope y'all enjoyed this video. See y'all in the next video. Israel's out. Bye y'all.